Words can't describe how we all probably feel right now, or how the family of those who lost their lives in that helicopter accident. I don't pretend to know how you feel. From all of us at the Wave Report, our heart goes out to you. Kobe Bryant was an inspiration to many, from the smaller things to the bigger things. From inspiring a kid like me to grow my hair out, to giving us all the mumble mentality. And that legacy will live on through each and every one of us. It hurts. We can't begin to understand the pain that the family must feel. But we know this. We're gonna make 24 proud. The moment mentality lives on through us. The winning mindset lives on through us. It was more than 5 championships. It was that winning mindset instilled in million kids of, around the country, around the world. It's gonna live on through me personally. I know that for a fact. I was touched. I was inspired. I'm grateful to have seen such greatness in my lifetime. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
Hey, welcome to the Wave Report.
God damn it.
Wave Report. Welcome to the Wave Report
What's going on,
for
man?
the second time.
It's your boy Joe Waters, a.k.a. Keep Some Lotion for Your Booty Skin. Make sure it's just rubbed in. You can't be having no ashy booty skin out here. We don't want to have none of that. It's not fair. We can't do that, bro. Yo, it's booty skin lotion, bro.
You need that.
I don't want to know why you need it, but I'm just saying, keep your booty skin moisturized, all right?
And we got a special guest.
Ooh.
Hi, I'm Jalesa.
Are you?
Are
You nervous?
No.
Oh, you see? Yo, you with
Nervous?
You with the wave. You good. It's good. It's a vibe here. It's a vibe.
Wavy, baby.
Y'all know what we talking about today?
I don't know what we talking about, but when is that ever?
Surprise.
When does that ever change anything? Talk to me. What we doing?
Talking about domestic abuse today.
Women are trash.
What?
We said we talking about domestic abuse.
And then you said women are trash?
What form of domestic abuse?
That's deep.
The worst is the
Can
worst
you
is
elaborate? I mean,
the worst.
I'm intrigued.
Men get abused too.
No, that's a fact.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean,
Chris Brown got his ass whooped.
okay.
All right, I don't excuse. Okay, I don't excuse anything he did. But
Have y'all ever been abused?
Yes.
Have you been abused?
Physically, no.
Mental abuse is probably worse.
It's true.
That's where the physical abuse comes from.
I've been hit. We fuck later, but
You like that type of stuff?
I do not like that.
That's
type
not
of
domestic abuse, my
shit. That
man.
was my first time. I don't like that shit. But that was my first time, something like that happening to me. And chick from Chicago. Damn, I shouldn't have said that. She do watch this.
That's fine.
Mental abuse. Take my phone, go
This is
through
why
my
I bow
phone.
out.
That's not mental abuse.
That's abuse.
That's insecurity.
Nah, that's just going through my phone and I got like a little private porn stash I don't want you to find. And that little few minutes, that anxiety that comes
That's mental
up while you
abuse.
looking.
That's mental abuse, Jonah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Talisa, that's mental
I'm
abuse.
about out.
No,
Somebody go through your phone.
Nah, that's not. That's insecurity. That's insecurity.
That's
Nah,
normal.
But look, I try to make a joke of it, but nah. Listen. The sad thing is, man, like there's so many people who you wouldn't even realize get hands put on them quite frequently, and as much as I want to say I see a lot of women get or hit men, I do see a lot of females suffer from domestic
And
abuse.
I do want to say this, man. Is if you are a man putting your hands on a woman, like
Trash.
Like you more than trash, bro. Like we are made, we born a little, stronger physically. It's not even fair to even try to knuckle up with a woman. That don't even make sense.
What if she hit you
know what I mean?
first?
I really
You
can't.
got to get up out of there, bro.
Yeah.
and get up out of there. No, they don't let no reflexes. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
Almost did. I did it once. I actually did it. I pushed. I pushed a chick. She hit me. She hit me, and it stung. Like it ain't like it hurt real bad. It was just so like, God damn, she really did that shit. Like, I pushed her, and she fell. And then when she looked at me because she was shocked that she looked at me and she was just like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck? And I got up out of there. We fucked later, but it was.
I was about to say that seemed like a Jody in a vet. Let me eat the pussy after type of
I didn't eat
incident.
pussy at the time. That's when I thought eating pussy was nasty. I was young.
It's stupid, man.
I was young.
It's dumb.
That was dumb.
How do you address a friend who's doing the abusing?
I can't call him a friend at that point.
If you find out, how do you address it?
Oh, he's a friend. Now, when I address it, you know, his reaction to whatever I say is going to determine if we're going to be friends afterwards. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to keep it all the way 100. And if he try to get, you know, he buck up with me, this is going to be exactly what I wanted. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you get to fight a man now, you little bitch. You know?
Most of the time, they don't want to fight a man, though.
Well,
That's true.
See, my statement is very deliberate. I can't see him as a friend at that point because if you want to defend your friends, you got to be honest with your people. But
You also want to correct your friends.
At the same time, I got to recognize his action, so I got to approach him from her perspective. I don't care if I like her or not. He's got to be the op for me just to approach him at that point, just to try to talk it out.
What if he's receptive to, you know, what's going on? What if he come to you with the shit like it happened?
All right, well, that's a different,
you get
that's
what
a
I'm
different situation. Yeah. If I'm finding out about it, like if I get the phone call, yo, shorty in the hospital, old boy done beat her down or whatever, I'm not coming to him with the friendly arm on the shoulder, like, bro. I mean, I can't do that. We got to have a different type of discussion at that point.
It's definitely going to be a different energy.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a different type of discussion at that point. So, for me, I'm not. It's just I can't tolerate a man putting his hands on a woman, like purposefully, to do harm to her.
If it's a woman that you know that's your friend, and she tells you she's getting abused, or a family member,
Yeah,
how do you approach?
Because
Because many times they'll side with the abuser.
I stepped up in that, and that's the last time I did it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a family member, me and you know Corey, me and Corey, we was young, and we had to step up to something that was going on. You know, handle business.
Mm-hmm.
And after old boy was his tune with us was a little different. He was walking on eggshells, but she brought him back.
Mm-hmm.
Jalesa, what do you think about domestic abuse?
You mighty quiet.
Talk to us.
You be lit on social media.
Why do women go back to men who abuse them?
Mentally as well.
I think they're just scared to find something new.
Mm-hmm.
You know, scared to be with somebody else. Sorry.
Where does the fear come from, though?
A lot of times that abuser is all they know, and a lot of people stick to what they know. But I can't fuck with nobody who hits other people. Like,
So-
I can't.
But can you, pardon me, can you fuck with somebody who's mentally abusing people? Because that's where it comes from first.
It's true. It happens. I've done it.
Hold on.
I've been the one
Oh,
that's
okay.
abused.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mhm.
Okay, I was about to say.
How long did it take for you to realize that you were being abused in that way?
I think I knew from the beginning.
Yeah, at
Was
least you're
he-
honest.
Was he that
Yeah.
dude on the Netflix show who be killing people? Was,
You,
yeah.
that's my
Oh,
shit.
man, that's
But you
a
got to
good
think about it, bro.
show.
That's mental. I've never seen it either. That's mental
Good
abuse.
show.
That shit's good.
mental
So
abuse.
let me ask you: would as a female, if you were dating somebody and y'all were hitting it off and everything was going right, and you thought you knew everything about his past, but you found out that in his past he had an incident with a woman, and he just told you, you know, I'll give you the Chris Brown scenario. It was a bad night. It wasn't something that always happened. It just happened, and you saw photos or you saw evidence of it. Does that change your perspective of how you feel about this person?
I probably still wouldn't mess with them.
So if you were
if
messing
you've done
with
it to
them,
them, you do
Yeah.
it to me.
so if you were messing with them, you would put a rap on it at that time. I'm talking about y'all fully in a relationship. Y'all rocking with each
Listen,
other.
I would have to think really hard on it. It depends on how long we've been together.
What if you're married?
Well, if we married and he hasn't hit me yet, I guess I would stay. You know, he hasn't hit me yet, but I'm not gonna
He's reformed.
do
give him a
something
chance.
to, yeah,
You give him a chance.
yeah.
I've had to intervene on somebody getting abused before. As you said, normally the guy's tune isn't the same, no matter who he is. But I think it starts. I don't know if people want to talk about this. A lot of times when a man is hitting a woman, he probably grew up seeing that. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to be receptive towards his behavior. It's definitely bad, but we are creatures of habit.
Yeah, that's a
I
reality.
think, I think he probably seen it growing up in some form with his mom or his grandma or his dad beating on a woman, and he's reenacting what he sees. But he don't know he have a problem until you tell somebody you have a problem, because he think it's functional behavior when the reality is dysfunctional. But I always contend that mental abuse is where everything derives from. If a woman is steadily allowing herself to be manipulated, that she's been mentally abused to the point where she can't recognize her own self-worth. So if you have a nigga like me, I'm like, hey man, he's manipulating you. You should probably. She don't think she's been manipulated. She think she in love. A lot of times that's the case anyway. What y'all think?
I mean, I agree 100%. But for me, it's physical abuse to me generally comes from there is an element of it that is mental abuse, but there's also an element of immaturity that's a part of it too. You know, so everybody talks about arguments. It's, you know, you fighting. Some niggas just don't know how to handle their emotions. Some females also don't know how to handle their emotions, so they react within the course of a moment. And as much as you know, we are a 420 friendly show, some niggas also cannot handle their high. So if I'm arguing with you while I'm high, some people can't. They don't respond the right way as they would need to, and they respond with violence. So I know unfortunately, I've seen some situations where men hit women, and I'm the one person I can't stand up. I can't be here and be like, yo, men are the only people hitting the opposite sex, because I've seen a lot of women.
A lot of women
up
do.
on niggas.
They do.
Yeah, they do. But it's normalized. It seemed like, you know, it's passionate. She's emotional. You hurt her. What did you do to make her do that? You know what I mean?
It's cute and funny.
It's cute, you know,
it's a
etc.
female.
Now, I will say this, though. I've never seen a violent person who was high from marijuana. But I do not discredit. Like, nothing you say. I don't. It's possible. I ain't
talking about marijuana.
I've yet to see. So you know, that'll be news to me.
I'm definitely not talking about weed.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy though, man. Drugs do play a big part in violence as well.
Yeah.
Most people who are on drugs do have all types of internal issues.
Yeah.
You know, and they try to cope with, you know, using drugs and whatnot. And then when that don't work, or that, you know, the void's not filled, they taking their anger out on their significant other.
Okay.
Just some absolute fuck shit.
Mm-hmm.
Meet me in the ring, ho.
I'm not a fan of it, and you know, I ain't even gonna put the nigga out there, but I'll just say I found out some information. Somebody had told me something, and you don't want to confront people, but when you don't really give a fuck about them, like you want to confront them. But I just had to let the shit go, because it was just like, if I find out that you did hit your lady, even though I don't know either one of y'all, like I just know of y'all, when I see you, I'm gonna punch you in your mouth. But
that's wild.
That's me that's me creating violence out of a situation where instead of I'm not creating concern.
Speaking of violence, I have a story.
I don't think people create concern.
They don't
enough for people who go through domestic violence. I think they create a sense of retaliatory action. It's like, oh, you hit this person. All right, let's see. Like, I'm gonna come at you. I'm at you as soon as I see you. Instead of let's sit down and try to figure out what we can do, how we can work through it. Sometimes
Take the person.
Or nigga, you need to turn yourself in. That is the greatest thing that you could tell somebody. As much as it sounds crazy, the greatest thing you could tell somebody is, bro, we jump in the car. I'm gonna take you down to the police station. We're gonna report this, and you're gonna turn yourself in for it.
Can a relationship, before you go into your story, be salvaged if physical abuse is prevalent in the relationship?
I would say the only example I've seen is Ray Rice and his wife. They doing well. Doing well, apparently.
You know when that happened,
It's fucking amazing.
she said like they go through that all the time at the time.
She said that?
Yeah,
That's deep as fuck.
she's like they argue all the time. It didn't look like it was a first incident.
I wouldn't know. Yeah, it's,
Nah, it didn't look like it.
Can't judge it.
you know what I mean? I can't call it.
But in reality, like if it's just too long, because obviously they're rich, but could it be salvaged if somebody is abusing the other person, man or woman? Can a relationship be saved?
I think it's possible. I think it's possible.
I don't think it's possible.
No.
I think a relationship can be salvaged.
Anything is possible, but I don't think it's possible.
I'm
think
only
a
led to believe that Ray Rice and his wife is doing fine.
So we think.
So
yeah.
the answer.
So we
yeah.
So
We
the
still can.
so the answer would be for me. The answer would be yes and no. A relationship can be salvaged if two things are met: one, change; two, anxiety.
What do you
If
mean
a
by
man-
anxiety?
If the change part has to come from the man, the anxiety has to come from the woman.
Mhm.
She has to be able to get over the anxiety. Hey, babe, high five. She has to be able to get over the anxiety of that moment. If she can't get over the anxiety of that moment, then she'll never be able to cope with where she would need to be. So I would say if she can get over the situation and she's not as anxious as she was when it happened, because that's a sense of security that gets broken in that moment. If that security is broken, can you get past it or not? That's how I would.
What
say
do you
on
think? Relationship could be salvaged?
No.
Why not?
I just couldn't be with somebody who hit me. You know, if you do it one time, odds are you're going to do it again. It might not be now. Another year or so, you're going to hit me again. And I think it's just so disrespectful. And I think you have to be really insecure to stay with somebody who is physically, like, hurting you.
Yeah, you got to be insecure, and you know if a woman's being abused, and she goes to like her parents, or a sibling or a close friend. So more times than not, they tell her you need to get out of a relationship, but she stays. She stays, as you said earlier, because that's all she knows.
Yeah.
So it's hard to break the cycle of, and then women, if women are getting
So I'm
abused,
assuming we're talking about a cycle of abuse and not a situation.
yeah. So it's not a singular incident, but singular incidents can spiral out of control too,
Sure.
because that can create the habit. See, it's one thing if it's already been going in motion, and it's another thing if it's just like if he just wilding out of the blue. He probably had it pent up.
That's
and
why I
then waiting
believe in
for the-
consequences.
like
Period. Like when something happened, I feel like when something crazy, when you do something crazy to somebody, I feel like there needs to be a consequence. For you.
you mean like
That's the only way you're gonna learn from what you did. Most of the
yeah, I
time.
agree. You mean consequence like something happened to
Some
you, or you
karma.
mean like jail
Some
or
karma,
anything?
yeah, anything.
Yeah, well,
Get your ass whooped.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Holla at me. I'm trying to do this for the kids, man. Charity boxing, man.
Nobody fights anymore.
Obviously.
Yeah, nobody fights,
I sent
man.
out like 3 invitations.
Nobody fights. Well, dudes who hit women normally they don't really know how to fight. From what I've seen,
Puss ass, bitch ass, hoe
Keep going.
ass, stank
Keep
ass,
going.
fuck ass.
Keep going. You got 3 more. You got 3 more. Come on. Come on.
Oh man, like long titty ass,
Come on. 2 more.
fat neck ass,
Come on.
cum guzzling ass, bitch. I said, come. I said, come.
my boy is sex symbol. Sometime it come out. Sometime it come out.
You know, life. You know,
Now let me ask you a question, Jalesa. Since we have you here on our show, we're talking about domestic abuse. What would push you to the point to put your hands on another man?
Nothing.
He put his hands on your kid.
Keep going.
murder she wrote.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a violent person. I've never even been in a fight. I don't hit people, so
A lot of times it be the most violent people.
Yeah.
People ain't never been to this.
I've been hearing that a
It
lot
might be
They
lately.
go
built
snap.
up.
I don't think whatchamacallit had a fight before either. What was it, Lorena Bobbitt?
Hey, cut it out. Hey, cut it out.
She clearly wasn't fighting in the
Yeah,
schoolyard.
yeah, yeah. That's a good question though.
It is. I think I might actually like do something.
In a relationship, hypothetically, what would cause me to, there's nothing a woman could do. This is hypothetical. So I'm not married to my current wife and I'm like dating somebody. If I had a kid, yeah, I don't know. That's you out the door.
Easy money.
You out the door.
Yeah.
But I'm not I'm not gonna put my hands on you, if you know what I mean.
I hear that. Shit, for me, it might be a Suge and, Vanilla Ice situation. Like, I don't
On the top of the balcony,
You know what I mean?
off the roof.
It might go down.
For a long time I thought that was a fake story. That's a real story.
Real shit, yeah.
Nah, it's crazy. But
Around with my daughter.
yeah, kids. If you touch a kid, whatever happened to you, you deserve it. I don't care. I don't care what it is.
Right.
Especially if you don't have that type of relationship where you're like, okay, you can punish them or you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just doing something, or your kid come to you like, hey, this person you're talking to, they've been abusing me. Whatever happened to them, that's on them.
Right.
At that point, I don't think it's physical abuse anymore. That's murder. You got to.
Yeah,
But as far as if it's just you and the other person dating, I don't think there's anything. I'll get out of there. I know I'm a black man. Then I'm going to jail. No matter what I do, I'm going to
Pretty
jail.
much.
So I got to get out of there. I run. You can put on camera. I run away.
Let's check the security footage.
Because growing up in the hood, there's rare times where I've ever seen the woman go to jail.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
You seen?
Laughed.
I haven't seen the
laughed,
woman go to jail.
Until I actually found out what happened. Had a female. She stabbed a nigga in the chest 5 times. He was cheating. That was it. Nothing else.
That was it?
That was it. He was cheating.
That's crazy.
He was cheating. He didn't hit her. He didn't even. She
Hey,
confronted
look, man,
him.
it ain't that serious,
She
man.
confronted him. My nigga kind of, brushed it off. Stabbed the nigga.
Let's talk about that, bro. Like, society made these labels,
And I bet you, if he had hit her,
He out of there.
yeah,
of course,
He out of there.
of course. But is it really that serious? Is cheating really that serious? Is cheating really enough effort? Enough of a reason to execute somebody? You know what I'm saying? Is it really that serious?
If
people-
you catch HIV, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, obviously,
But not to that's to an extreme. But to us who know human nature, no, it's not that big of a deal. For you to stab somebody that many times.
Like, you lose your freedom because such and such went to go fuck somebody.
to be honest, if you need to move on, move on.
Just move on.
Like, really, if I'm just keeping it a bean, if you gotta move on, just move on.
Yeah.
Like, life would be so much
Especially
happier.
if it was done in flagrant fashion. Everybody knew but you. He's just a dumbass out here in the streets.
Just move on.
Just keep it.
But
keep it pushing.
but cheating does, depending on the person, man, it does warrant like a crazy response. Some people are like, look, if you cheat on me, I'm a snap. Some people are like, they'll tell you when they're dating, I can forgive a lot of stuff, but if you cheat on me and I find out, a dude too, it's like, look, if you cheat on me, that's it. Especially if you catch somebody red-handed. What do you do if you catch somebody red-handed in your house, in your bed? What do you do?
I ain't even gonna hold you.
What are you gonna do, Jalesa? What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna hit them or stab them. I might cuss them out, tell them to get out.
Hold on, time out. This is your man. Let's throw some years on it. Let's say 5. 5 years. Y'all been together.
It's a good number.
Hold on, no. See, I'm put the picture.
All right,
Y'all been together 5 years.
5 years.
You got a kid, right?
I do.
He knows your kid. They cool, they tight. You left. I don't know where you went. You went somewhere, hanging out with you. All right, girls, I'm gonna go home. You go home a little earlier than you expected. You come back, he is monkey fucking some chick.
Whew.
Murder in that.
Hey, she preaching it for real.
He is Donkey Kong handling business, and you walk in, and that initial door open where you normally hear it, they didn't hear it, so you just standing right there.
They keep going.
they keep going. Like, so it's not, sometimes you can open the door and you stop and he be like, no, it's not what it looks like. No. You really got him caught in the act. What are you doing? Go, don't think, go, speak.
I probably want to drag
So
the girl.
You gonna go after the girl?
And later think about it and,
That's honest, though.
I
That's
would
honest.
I would be upset that I did that to her instead of him. But I think my first instinct would be to,
Grab the girl.
yeah.
Wig throw.
The wig
Because it's
throw.
always
The wig
it's
throw.
it's all it
It'll
always
make me even more mad if it's a wig. Like you with this bald-headed bitch.
Give me back my wig,
Hey.
oh my god.
What would y'all do if y'all caught y'all woman red-handed?
Money in the stash, so I'm good.
Hey, hold on. What you mean money in the stash?
That's all I'm saying.
Money in the stash.
Got money in the stash for all
I didn't
situations.
do that. I didn't do that. I left.
Oh, this actually happened to you?
This actually happened to me.
Hey, proceed, brother man.
I left. That's the end of the story.
Came back to Florida.
I left.
What happened when you arrived?
No. This happened in Florida.
What happened when you arrived? Is that your house?
Yeah. It
Oh.
surely was. I left.
No, I'm saying you got to paint the picture for me.
I-
Because Jonah being real short right now. This is not like him. This is unlike him.
Listen, I'll say this:
You know the story.
if I walk,
I don't know the story.
If I,
That's some shit.
Jonah turning the cheek.
I get it. So for me, if,
I got a song on my mixtape, Blurred Like
yeah,
2.
yeah. It's a song called Round.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll put the link in the episode. But
I'm
no,
blowed.
I'll play it actually at the beginning of the show.
Jonah turning the cheek.
It's anyway.
Needed to.
I'm blowed too.
I don't want to get life, bro. I don't want to get... that situation, I understood why somebody could do that. But then I also realized that there was a choice. And I chose not to get locked up.
Were they in your bedroom?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. That's crazy, Joe. This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
I know I didn't believe it.
For me, if I ever came home and I seen some stuff, like I said,
Money in the stash.
I just learned a couple years ago about myself. Be prepared for all situations.
Mm-hmm.
So and at this very moment, I am prepared for all situations. So if I came home,
That can't be forgiven, guys.
Yeah.
money in the stash.
I'm saying, can you stay with the person though?
No. Wait.
If you catch them in the act,
tried.
Yeah.
in the act,
Yeah.
I tried again.
I would try.
You try
but
again?
I,
Where
might
I
cheat
did try
on
again.
him.
Where I am today,
I'm telling y'all, I used to be a real ass Christian, bro.
What?
I used to be a real ass.
Used to be.
Yeah.
What
used
are
to
you
be.
now?
I'm not now.
where
I'm
I
out.
am today,
I'm dead ass serious.
if I came home and another nigga had dick in pussy, money is in the stash. I'm gone. Money is in the stash. I'm just saying.
I can't blame
Look,
you.
I'm not gonna be mad at the dude. Why would I? Like for me,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be mad at the dude. I might dap him up. I might hit him with the high five. But
That's
I'm
not
out.
happening.
I'm out.
Definitely ain't gonna
That's
happen.
not happening
I-
with me.
I hit it with that stroke right there. Like,
No, I ain't going. No. If I see it, hey yo, y'all continue. I'm just gonna get my stuff, and I'm gonna probably grab something. I'm gonna probably do something. And I'm gonna leave.
Even if it's your house, like your name is on it and everything.
See, that's the thing about me. I don't care about none of that.
I had a place 2 days later. Man.
Yeah, my credit.
I
My
wasn't
credit is
fucking
better. So like, if I needed to go somewhere, there's an apartment complex. I left like 4 months after living there. My name is good over there. I can go right back over there. Temple Terrace. I can go right back over if I needed to. I'm out. So for me, like, I made a commitment to be with somebody, and if it don't work, all right.
Can that be forgiven if you catch him red-handed?
No. I mean, I'll forgive you,
But you can't stay with him.
but I can't stay with you. If I heard about it, like if I found out, like, saw it in a text message, maybe. Because I didn't actually
have a
physically see it. Yeah.
Visual something else, huh?
Yeah.
So
It really is.
So, I mean, when it comes to domestic abuse,
Mm-hmm.
the biggest question I would ask is,
A lot of
What does it like? What would we ask as the Wave Report to the people who are watching this episode? What would we ask them about domestic abuse? Is it snitching if you speak up?
Hell nah, speak up.
No.
Man. You know somebody. You know somebody that's whooping their woman ass, or vice versa. You know, hey, say something, man. That shit ain't cool, cute, fun. It don't make you tough. It don't make you hard. Come see me, fuck boy. That shit ain't nothing cool. It ain't nothing to brag about. Shit is weak.
speak up. Nah, it's not snitching. I would tell you that it's a cowardly form of control when someone's getting abused, mentally or physically. Oh, you can get spiritually abused. Take your woman to church.
We'll hit that one.
She'll think you a man of God.
We'll hit that one.
She'll
on the
think
next
you a man of
episode.
God. Oh, go ahead. Next episode?
We'll
Okay.
hit
She'll
that
think
one
you a
on the
man of
next
God.
episode.
Got her in church. She thinking this nigga, he the Antichrist for real. For real. I seen it. I
It's a
seen
nigga
it.
from a Tyler Perry movie.
I seen it. I seen it. But that's what I would say. Any last words, Jalesa?
No.
She like fuck.
Well,
She
it's-
blowed.
Well, it's your boy Joe Waters, aka Mr. Keep the Same Energy.
It's your boy Young One Jonah, aka Mr. Nappy Dreads.
This is
Jalesa.
Ooh.
AKA, you gotta pick one. You gotta make one.
I don't have one. You can't put me on the spot.
AKA Eyes.
Tremonte, aka Elisa's husband. Hey, follow the wave, like and subscribe,
It's the flash,
comment,
man.
and we'll get with y'all soon. Peace.
Flaccid dick everywhere.